Hey y'all, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're a subby. What's up? Today we are gonna be getting into this Fulani mommy style, this Fulani baddie style, this Fulani lani style. Like, Fulani is like a cute name for a kid, no? Fulani, come here! Clean your room! Get outside, do your homework! Come and eat! Fulani! Anyway, let's get back to business. So this is how we're gonna break it down. We're gonna blow dry my hair. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna tell y'all what materials y'all need. We're gonna get into the front and then we're gonna get into the back. And then we'll be done. We're gonna break this down. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna feel so cute and so accomplished and so amazing afterwards. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a tutorial because I'm not sure how well I'ma do. So I'm gonna put this in here as a disclaimer. Do as I say, not as I do. Honestly, like, I suck at stitch braids, so I'm really just like getting my hands used to stitch braiding on my own head. I'm good like on someone else's head, but like on my own head, and then even on someone else's head, it wasn't my best work. I'm more of a knotless braids type of gal, quick weave type of girl. But that's gonna be it for this intro. This is my hair half wet, severely damaged, but blonde and platinum and bright like the sun. Okay, so let's get into this video. Wish me luck. Yeah, I love you. All right, y'all, so the hair is all blow dried out. Now let's get into materials. As always, you're going to need a trash bag. It can be a grocery bag. It doesn't have to be an actual trash can or trash bag. Get your grocery bag and reuse that. Reuse that. Be recyclable. Be green. Save the planet. Next thing you're gonna need is your rat tail comb. Get your rat tail comb. I like the rat tail comb with the metal end for precision, accurate, neat, crisp, clean parting. Get your rat tail comb with the metal end. I even have this fancy one that has this parter at the top. Get your rat tail comb. Next thing you're gonna need is clips. Get your clips. These clips are clips that I use all the time, especially for a style like this. You're going to need to section your hair out so you don't lose your goddamn mind. I just get so scissor happy sometimes, like, Next thing you're gonna need are your scissors. Get your scissors together. Get your scissors. You're gonna need scissors. Next thing you're gonna need is your paddle brush. You always wanna have a paddle brush on deck on site, because when it's up, it's stuck. Get your paddle brush. Next thing you're gonna need is your shine and jam. Get your shine and jam. Peanut butter jam, peanut butter jam, peanut butter jam with a baseball bat, peanut butter jam with a baseball bat, with a baseball bat, with a baseball bat, and a baseball bat, and a baseball hat, and a baseball cap, and a baseball bat. Bat. Next thing you're going to need is an edge control. Get your edge control. Pump it up. Pump it up. Spray for afterwards. This is for after, but you're gonna have to have your hairspray on deck as well. Get your mousse. Get your mousse. I love my pink. This is my holy grail. I spritz this on here. I smell good. It's made with aloe, shea butter, jojoba oil, and it's silicone free. I've always used pink. She's always been a part of the routine. This is for the very end. Easy, ready, and soft. It is 48-inch hair. We have 5 bundles in here. And this, of course, is the color 613. And this is Zuri. I love the way Zuri pre-stretches their hair. The ends are naturally feathered, and it's just very, easy to work with. It doesn't hurt my hands at all. It's soft, and yeah, it's just that girl. And the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. Okay? This is Zuri's brand of Passion Curl Model's Deep Twist. So that is the hair we're using. Those are all the materials. Now let's get into setup. Okay, so because of the way I pull the hair off of the rack, I want to make sure that there's no knots or tangles in that bundle. So we are just combing her out. And then I'm just going to split this in half just because it's kind of a big bundle of hair. and we are going to lay it on the bottom. I don't put it all the way on the top because that can be used to get the hair off of your hands or put the goddess pieces on. So we like these on the bottom, okay? It's just easier, and I pull it off like this. I grab a little bit at a time, use the knob to separate the hair from the rest of the bundle, and I pull down, and then I have a piece ready. Instead of separating all of it all the way, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bundles here on the rack, which is enough to have to get started with. So now I am going to put on the goddess hair. Okay, so basically we're going to cut it off the track. All right, so I like to fold it as much as possible just so that it's as convenient for us to cut. Okay. Put the bag on my lap because I just don't want so much hair everywhere. So we're gonna start here and just cut. Comb out any hairs that didn't come off already, and kind of just teasing out the other side of the end so they aren't blunt. We are going to, I'm gonna split this in thirds just so that it's a lot more manageable. I'm gonna put the big one on this side. Just put it on there, just loop it over. And then I'm gonna put this one, which is the one we're gonna pull from. And sometimes I honestly like to lay this out very carefully because we don't wanna just pull from it and it get tangled. Because see, that can happen. So we don't want that. So sometimes I like to just like really neatly pull it out and then lay out a couple to put into the braid that I'm doing. Okay, y'all, so I put all of the passion twist hair up that I'm gonna need for the first couple of braids. And so I'm just cutting the track off of the deep twist bundle that I had left. Here, turn it over and shake out all of the ends that would fall onto the floor probably. Same concept here. So we're just gonna take a little bit and we're going to place it here. I still want room to be able to pull from these two. So I'm gonna focus it higher up on the rack, which is why I didn't put the braided hair bundles too high up, because you want room to work with, you know? Okay, y'all, so like I said, I wanted to take this style step by step. So the first thing I did was made a part from ear to ear, making sure that the line crossed right over the crown of my head. This was going to create the separation from this medium knotless braids and the stitch Fulani part of this style. So I was like, that's kind of crooked, but it'll do. I honestly fixed it up as much as I could, and then I was like, okay, let's get to it. I decided to do this part first because I knew this was going to be the most challenging part for me. So I went ahead and sectioned out my edges, and then I got to parting. The parting is really what adds to the time for this style. I really felt like my head shape, I don't know if it was different, I don't know if I just couldn't see, but I was like, I don't know if I didn't like have enough room in the front rather than having too much room in the back. I don't know, but I was like, it was kind of hard to make the braids as long or lengthy as she had them in the picture. But again, this was a freestyle. So the braider that did these braids just freestyled on her head shape. So I'm just doing the best I can with what I have on my head.
What is this feeling?
Another tip before we get into it, always have a podcast, a movie, a show, a great playlist. In this case, I was listening to Wicked. Amazing movie. Can't wait for Wicked Act 2. Anyways, let's get back to this style. This was very challenging for me. Not only is my hair very damaged, but also I struggle with stitch braids so much, you guys. So I knew this was going to be a challenge for me, but I want to get good at certain styles because I want to do different styles, you know. I'm usually a knotless girly, or just like I said in the beginning, I'm repeating myself, but I usually, stick to like more of so knotless braids and like styles that don't require such precision of arm strength. But nonetheless, I got this first braid down and I began adding the goddess hair as soon as I was done stitch braiding it off the scalp. So as soon as I got the braid off the scalp, I added a passion curl piece, flipped it up, and then kept braiding down with the least amount of that strand in the braid, and just kept on adding, you guys. I was just adding about 3 to 4 passion curl pieces per braid because I wanted it to be as full as hers for sure. I knew the stitch braids weren't gonna look identical, but I definitely wanted the effect of the curls and the length to all kind of tie it in together, if you know what I'm saying. So I kept just adding the hair, and the braiding hair was 48 inches. So I kept having to add more and more and more braiding hair until I got my desired length. And I just made sure to keep adding those curly pieces throughout the entire length of the braid so it didn't look choppy whenever it all came together. So I was like super excited at this point because I was like, oh my gosh, like I did it. So I figured this next one would be slightly easier. I find putting less gel helps. It helps with the parting, especially just for me, like my hair is permed and dyed. So once the gel gets in there, it really like hardens the hair very quickly. So I put the least amount of gel as possible, and I start adding hair more towards the end. But you guys, I was like so excited at this point. I know it was only like 2 braids in my head, but I was like, oh my gosh, like they're tight. They don't look perfect, but this is better than what I thought I was gonna do. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So I was like, okay, now I'm pumped. Now I'm ready. Like I really wanted to get the style done. So until we get to the next side, you guys, so basically when I finish this side, I'm gonna come back and talk to y'all. But one more thing before I go, what you want to do with styles that are long, or you just want a lengthy style, make sure you have a stopping point. So I was like, okay, whenever I reach the waist of my pants, I'm gonna add one more strand of hair. So I took another strand of hair from the rack and added it to the end of this braid, and that was gonna be my stopping point. So every time a braid hit my waist, I added one piece of braiding hair and then braided as far down as I like until like I wanted the curl to be like, so I was like, I still want the curl to start about at my waist. So I braided it a little bit more, and then I was like, okay, this is where I'm gonna put the rest of the flexi rod. So yeah, that is basically how I did that. But I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy me struggling to part and braid this up, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so this one was actually really hard. Like I was fighting for my life. I'm not mad at it. She's still really tight. Okay. Yeah, so she's still really tight. I knew to do this side first because I knew it was going to be the hardest side. Again, I'm not that great at stitch braids. So maybe when I attempt this style again, it'll be better. Yeah, it's gonna be so cute. So we're gonna move on to this swirly part right here. It's gonna be a cakewalk once I'm done with this side. Okay. Okay, y'all, so this is what we have so far. I'm actually very proud of myself. This is the first time I've done stitch braids on myself that were so small, so go easy on me, okay? But I'm like starving, so I'm about to eat a little snacky, some fruit, and probably some steak and potatoes, and just like eat something like very like nutritious and like just like very like good for you and very organic. And then we're gonna get started on this side, and you know, hopefully we're in the bed at a good time. I want to make sure I have enough hair right here in order to put some medium box braids. So like this would be one row of box braids. And I think it looks like 2 rows. So I think that's good. I had to take a breath. All right, y'all, I have parted out the top of my head. Woo! I'm tired, but that is the top parted out. I will be kind of fixing the bottom a little bit because I feel like they're a little uneven. I actually feel like it also won't matter, so we'll see. But I'm just gonna go in and get all this braided down, and I'll see y'all when that is done. It is 8 o'clock, so it took me about 45 minutes to just make sure everything was parted correctly. Yeah, parting sometimes just, especially like if it's small like this, it's gonna take a little while. And hopefully I'll be in the bed around midnight, at the latest 2 a.m., which is fine because I don't have to wake up early tomorrow. So we'll see. Let's get into it. Y'all, I'm literally loving this style already. I'm not even done, and I can tell it's gonna be so pretty. Like, look how pretty the side is. Like, oh my gosh, like I actually really love it. Like, I feel like this complements my head shape so much. Like the way this is like, but then this is like, I love it. Okay, y'all, it's 10:55. We are going to get this all braided up. Let's get into it. It is 2 a.m. Literally. I am exhausted. I literally only have this row left and these two on the top. Really so tired, but I know I have to finish tonight because I really don't even want to fool with this tomorrow at all. Like, I literally just want to go get my massage tomorrow and then come back home and relax. But I literally need to eat something. Like, I can feel my energy depleting. I literally feel like I'm talking so slow. Like, I hear the exhaustion in my mouth. I can hear the exhaustion coming out of my throat. I am so tired. Like, but she's looking good. Yeah. We're gonna finish, y'all. I have to finish tonight. Yeah. Yeah, gotta finish tonight. Okay. Okay. All right. It is 3:15 in the morning. Literally have this left. All right, y'all. It's 3:55. It's 3:55. It's 3:55. I love that. I love that. I love that it's so late. I love that. I love that. We deserve each other, and Galinda helped it come true. We deserve each other, me and Bach. Y'all, it is 4:22 and I am done. It is finished. Look at her. Look at the parting. Look at the stitch work. Like, I look so tired, but I just like want y'all to see it. Like, I'm super proud of myself. It's like super freaking cute. I've literally never had braids like this before. And it's like the moments when I'm like in between like braiding where I'm like, bruh, like I should just pay someone to do this. But once I'm done, I'm like, I really did that for myself. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna use these smaller flexi rods. They're literally kind of like not the size of my finger, but almost. I think, yeah, the size of my finger. Like, they're not huge because I want them to kind of match the passion curl texture that we have going on. So you just want the braiding hair to be in the flexi rod, okay? Like that. So like we're starting off where all the braids need to be curled, and then I take it like this, get my flexi rod, place it on the end of the flexi rod, and then I pull it taut and twist as I wrap. So as I'm wrapping, you see how the hair is being twisted about itself. And honestly, I really want the curl to be rather tight, so I'm gonna do this in two different. I'm gonna do, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna do 4 each flexi rod. So we're gonna do 4 each flexi rod. Okay, so that way the curl will actually be there, you know? You wanna put them to like as close together as possible, wrap them as close together as possible. Like this. And then I use the end to seal it and go back up, and then I close it off. Okay, y'all, so this is what it should look like. Y'all saw me clipping up the synthetic hair because we don't want that getting in the water. All right, y'all. It's 5:15. We're doing the finishing touch. We're taking our pink and we are going to spritz that. If you do goddess ever, make sure you're like running your hands through your hair until you feel like there is literally nothing coming out. Like I said, it's 5 in the morning. I am literally about to go shower. This is pretty much the finished look without any edges or anything. This is the ends. I'm gonna give you guys a full look tomorrow, but I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. All right, y'all, so this is the finished look. Ooh, you guys, I literally love this style so much. Like, it looks so gorgeous. The ends are gorgeous AF. Like, the patterns and everything, like the length, the color, it just all came out so cute. Let me give y'all a full 360. This style was so worth all of the time. If you guys want to see this makeup look, y'all check this video out, but I do have to go. Thank you for listening, watching, and existing. I'm Ariel. Until we meet again.